He had no army, no weapons, no walls, no reinforcements. So he sat on a wall and played a lute, and an army of 150,000 soldiers turned around and walked away. Not because of anything he did, but because of everything they believed he was capable of. General Liang of the Shu kingdom had sent his army to a faraway post, while he himself rested in a small city or small town with only a few soldiers. Suddenly, he received word that an opposing general was approaching him with massive force. He had minutes to decide. He chose to play music, and it worked. This is Law 5. General Liang ordered his few men to take down their flags and open the city gates wide. He then put on a Taoist robe, sat on the most prominent wall of the city where everyone could see him, and calmly played his lute. The opposing general, Yi, arrived at the head of 150,000 troops. He looked up and saw Liang, alone, unhurried, playing music while an entire army bore down on him, and generally stopped. Yi recognized Liang immediately. He knew of Liang's reputation as a brilliant and cunning strategist. His nickname was the Sleeping Dragon. Yi feared he was walking into a trap. A man with his calm, with his city gates wide open, could only mean one thing, that Liang had something Yi couldn't see. So Yi ordered a full retreat. 150,000 soldiers retreating from a man with a lute. Liang never fired an arrow, never drew a sword, never spoke a single threatening word. His reputation fought the battle before it began, and he won. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. Through reputation alone, you can intimidate and win. Once it slips, however, you are vulnerable and will be attacked on all sides. This is what makes Law 5 different from every other law in this book. Every other law requires action. You have to conceal something, say less, outmaneuver someone. They demand energy in the moment. Reputation works while you sleep. It enters every room before you do. It shapes how people speak to you, negotiate with you, challenge you, or decide not to challenge you at all. It is the only weapon that grows stronger every time it has been used successfully. But it is also the most fragile thing you can own. Always be alert to potential attacks on your reputation and thwart them before they happen. Meanwhile, learn to destroy your enemies by opening holes in their own reputations. Then stand aside and let public opinion hang them. Liang understood this completely. He spent years building the reputation of the Sleeping Dragon. Unpredictable, brilliant, always 3 moves ahead. So when the moment came that he had nothing left to fight with, the reputation fought for him. He had built the weapon long before he needed to use it. This is Law 5 of the 48 Laws of Power. So much depends on your reputation. Guard it with your life. You can never really understand another person, but to interact with others, we have to try. So we judge by what we can see. Their appearance, their words, their behavior. Your appearance is an integral part of your reputation. Reputation is something you need to create carefully and then fiercely maintain. The dangerous mistake most people make is treating reputation as a byproduct, something that builds itself naturally from their work. Greene's warning is the opposite. Reputation is not what happens when you're not paying attention. It is the most deliberate, strategic construction of your entire career. Reputation alone will make you win, and you can destroy enemies not by confronting them, but by attacking their reputation. Then stand aside and let public opinion hang them. You never have to throw a single punch. Just make sure everyone knows what happened the last time someone tried. Every industry runs on this law, whether it admits or not. The lawyer whose name alone makes the other side settle before trial. The investor whose reputation for picking winners means founders chase them, not the other way around. The executive who has never once had to explain their track record in an interview because their track record precedes them in every room, and the inverse. The person who let one public failure define them for a decade. The brand that handled one crisis badly and never fully recovered. The leader who let go one lie unchallenged until it became the only thing anyone remembered. Reputation takes years to build, and it can be destroyed in one afternoon. And once it is gone, no amount of talent, effort, or explanation rebuilds it at the same speed it fell. Guard it accordingly. That was Law 5. Tomorrow, Law 6. About the one thing that most people instinctively avoid, and why avoiding it is the single biggest mistake you can make if you want power. Attention.